Agreed.
Welcome back to D&D in Kavran, or not in Kavran, as you guys are at the moment in the ethereal plane. The deep ethereal plane. Last time, you guys met up with the group of smugglers. You learned much about Xirnus' interest in collecting oddities from different places and the origins of the Mind Flayer presence in the ethereal plane. Xirnus appeared over their city one day. There was a bright flash of light, and a portion of the city surrounding the Eldrain, the source of their hive mind, was transported to the ethereal plane. The Mind Flayers now work for Xirnus, split into two factions: the peasants, who work and farm, and the enforcers, who are better equipped and fed to maintain their psionic powers, unlike the peasants. From the smuggler's captain Mixel, captain of the Firefly, worked with a small resistance group to try and get Mind Flayers off of Eyes Island and out from under the oppression of Xirnus. The party convinced Mixel to carry them towards Xirnus' lair, but refused to go too far south and risk the Kraken scene. During the trip, the ship was assailed by one of the ethereal storms that blows through the ethereal plane. The party was able to help the crew, and the ship avoids being severely damaged, including saving the life of Ko, one of the crew, who was nearly blown from the deck. Piper introduced them all to his magnificent mansion, also called Piper's Perfect Pavilion, a magical space for them to rest. After dropping the party off, Captain Mixel promised if they defeated Xirnus, he and his crew would be in the party's debt once more if they ever needed help again. And this is where we pick things up. Having expended his magical mansion, the party rested once more inside Piper's dome of protection. And we pick things up with you guys waking up after finishing a long rest.
Oh.
The dawn light slowly coming back to brighten up the plane. The mist still clinging, but you can see all around you that you have come far enough south to avoid the area of extreme density that clings to the north around the Mind Flayers' dwellings. You can see somewhere in the region of around 150 to 200 feet now, which is much, much further than you could previously see, vision being limited to sometimes as little as 20 or 30 feet in the close clawing mists. But as you wake up, I hand it over to you guys. How is everyone feeling this morning? What is everyone's plan going forwards?
I find the people with better weapons. Stand in front of the idiot.
Right.
Yes, we're heading down there. I'm pretty sure we had a plan.
Yes.
Well, we had a couple of plans. We could either all just transform into, well, Piper could use seeming and make us all look like Mind Flayers, enforcers, or we could try and sneak past them / over them, and then when we get close, say that we're part of his collection, because it was that collection.
I think that one. I think it would be funny.
I also kind of think it would be funny. And I think it gets us close to him, and, if we're part of his collection, he's going to want to... Because as far as we were aware, he prized his collection. Like, the feeling we got was that it was like a prized collection of beings, wasn't it? So he won't want us harmed. He'll probably want us, trapped, but, we got ways out of being trapped. I'm Piper, for God's sake. No one traps me.
Except a dragon.
Details.
Okay.
You say except the dragon, but I got out of that. Yeah. So I mean, we could do that. And to get to this dude, yeah, I mentioned flying. I can transform people into Big Bird.
So can I?
Excellent. We could all be Bird.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's be bird.
oh yeah, you can. Oh, oh.
Oh.
So what if we did this? What if I? You can't cast polymorph at a higher level to get an additional target, can you? No.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know we don't need to, because you can polymorph like Klari, and then I can polymorph Stix. No, and then no, Stix is left
Yeah, but
behind.
how?
He's got no, but he's got Elvis, so he's fine. Stix is fine. He's got Elvis.
Yeah.
Well, and then because you're in your wild shape, you can both talk to us as birds and communicate. You know, you're smart, so you can be like, "Hey, birds, follow me. I am like Alpha Bird."
I am also, but
Red leader as I mentioned, and you can like lead us because obviously we're gonna be we're gonna be birds. We're gonna be fucking stupid. You can like lead us and get away from them. And then yeah, we can just like fly essentially like in a big arc up and over. Although we can only be in polymorph for like an hour, which would be which will probably end up being a slight problem if we get to a point of like oh no, we need to repolymorph, but below us is bad guys. We could try that way.
It doesn't say in the description that if you cast it at a higher level, you'll get extra time. If I cast it at a higher level, will you let it go for an extra hour per?
It doesn't say you get extra time from it, then it just lasts the period that it lasts.
Okay, fair.
I have an idea.
If you ran out of 4th level spell slots, you could cast it with 5th level spell slots. It wouldn't change what it does,
Yeah.
but you can cast it at 5th level.
I was just seeing if I could get it to go longer, so I wouldn't have to land.
No, you would need something like a sorcerer's meta magic for extended spell to be able to do that.
I think I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I cast it on myself. We wait 5 minutes. You cast it on Klari. We're in the air. I need to repolymorph. I get near Klari back, and then when I unpolymorph, I land on Klari back, recast it on myself. Then, obviously, in that brief 5 minute, window, you're gonna need to repolymorph. You're gonna need to repolymorph her. So during that window, she can get my back, and then you can repolymorph her.
One problem.
Yes.
Can I cast spells in wild shape?
No.
And then I only have 2 wild shapes.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Right on those.
I was about to say, how many people can ride on me if I'm a giant eagle?
What is the size of a giant eagle?
That's what I'm looking at. Oh, like medium and all that crap.
Yes.
I don't write that down. Giant.
Eagle is huge.
I think it's large.
Like 60%.
Large beast.
A large beast. So a giant eagle can carry one person.
Hold on.
Or can
How
carry
many
one
can
person.
Elvis?
Can carry one person
Elvis?
unimpeded.
How many can Elvis carry?
Elvis, I believe, is large also, so he can carry one unimpeded.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible for Piper to be on my back and then keep casting polymorph on Klari.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
That is a possibility. Hold on, let me look at some spells here. Do I have a spell that can make someone split / light like and then levitate or something?
Juice.
Tiny hat, mass any word, plane shift, magnificent magic, raise this, strike, scheming, dimension door, polymorph.
Oh yeah.
Ability.
One.
Okay. Could I turn? I mean, to make things even safer, could I, for example, turn Klari into a mouse, and then she just remains in my pocket? She weighs nothing, like very very little, and then we mitigate the chances of there being like 3 of us flying, then there's only 2 of us flying. We only need 2 of us flying. Could we do that? Or could I turn myself into a mouse? That seems more fun.
Yes, you can absolutely turn yourself into a mouse.
And then that would
I
mean
would say yes, a mouse is so small as to be negligible for anyone carrying a creature.
wait, we forgot about Hugo.
Hugo can fly.
Hugo can fly.
Oh yeah. Forgot about
What? Right. You have to pinky promise that you'll be really good and not distract him.
Yeah, obviously.
Does Piper want to sit on Hugo
Can he sit
as a mouse? As a mouse?
I can't promise that because my intelligence will be that of a mouse.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're not sitting on Hugo.
Yeah.
You can go in Clary's pocket.
You could sit on.
Stix. No, I can't.
Yeah.
Because I need to.
You can become a mouse. And then sit on Hugo. And then polymorph someone else into a.
You can't polymorph someone if I'm a mouse.
No, you could but you can do that before. Oh yeah, no, but then you can't do it afterwards. Oh fuck yeah. Oh, this is complicated. And all JJ is thinking right now is just walk, please walk, please walk.
That you
How to
skipped
give
half
mind
of this
flayers
place.
wings. How realistic is it to give mind flayers wings?
No. No
That's
wing
really
flayers.
the Nautiloid shit. Like stuff.
Quickly googling aerial combat maps.
Whole person ability scorching ray. We didn't even need to Google that. Just put it on a plain battle map and say, "You're here." And there's
This white is cloud.
you're a cloud. Hold on. What have I got? What have I got? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna do this. You're gonna make Klari a giant eagle. You're gonna summon Klari. Just keep polymorphing her, and I'm gonna.
No. I wild shape.
Oh yeah, you wild shape.
Because I can just keep it for however long I want.
Yeah, I'm a mouse, and then when I inevitably unturn into a mouse, I will just fall and you'll catch me.
No, you just turn yourself back into a mouse.
Yeah, that also works too.
Are you going to go with Klari or Stix?
I am going to go with.
Stix.
Yeah. It's probably much of me to go with Stix because if I do fall, he can like try and catch me because he's strong.
You saying?
I'm saying that Klari is not as strong as Stix.
Oh, okay.
Or are you as a child?
Oh, very nice.
It's not very nice, but it's also just facts.
I'm going to pick you up and drop you from a great height. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll wait until we get back home and then I'll do it
that
because
we
we need you to get back.
well, we can
Annoyingly.
we can do that. Cool.
So, how is everyone traveling? Stix is on Elvis. Arwen is wild shaped into a giant eagle.
Yes,
Piper,
Klari on Arwen's back, and
Okay.
Piper is transforming himself into a mouse, and then going in Stix's pocket.
Can't wait for him to just like become human again and rip Stix's like clothes. He's just bursts out.
No, he's going to go in like one of the saddle pockets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I'm assuming, like I either have little bags or I obviously have pouches on my person. I would just take one of those out and tie it to Elvis.
Adorable.
Boom.
Okay. Okay. With this configuration decided, we can move on to some travel. So I have 2 questions. 1, who is leading the way in terms of pathfinding and navigation?
I'm going to say, wait, pathfinding and navigation, because obviously we're going to want that's going to be like survival checks, right?
That will be survival based.
And Arwen make because it's a wisdom check, like wisdom survival. Can Arwen make that with her proficiency in her wild shape?
Yes.
Yes, she maintains her mental statistics while wild shaped. So all her she gains the physical abilities of the creature, but she has the intelligence, wisdom, and apparently charisma of Arwen.
Or their lack of.
How rude.
Yes, them two are going to lead the way. Stix is going to follow because I know, Arwen, you're very good survival. Not quite ease,
Okay.
but yeah, you're very, very good survival, and Klari can see everything.
Okay. Second question. I probably know the answer to this. Who is on the lookout for danger? Who is your scout in this?
Might I make a recommendation?
Okay. Then can I get a survival check with disadvantage and a perception check with disadvantage, please?
Why do I get disadvantage?
Because there is a fog that limits your view.
I would, before we do anything, I'm going to cast. Sorry, it's a new spell for Stix, but I would like to cast it anyway. Well, actually, there's a couple of things I want to do, like as we wake up in the morning as well. But first of all, I'm going to cast Aid at 3rd level, so you get 10 extra hit points. So your max hit points, 8 hours, increases by 10. That's not just like temp HP, that's like your max HP increases by 10. That's for 3 creatures of my choice. So that is obviously going to be me, Klari, and Arwen. Hey, Klari and Arwen, not Piper. Fuck you, Piper. I'm going to pick up the Paladin spell. I think it's like Aura of Purity, which gives us advantage on saves against being all sorts of things charmed and blah 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 blah. But one of them is stunned. So if we run into any Mind Flayer folk, I can pop that down and it'll work.
Question. Does that work on haste? Because you get stunned.
There is no haste. You're not stunned. Stunned is a condition. Haste, you are fatigued, basically. and there is no
Oh.
save against the fatigue of haste.
Yeah,
It
says like you can't move and you can't take action. Specifically stunned or paralyzed or anything like that. So it's their way of getting around, like, you doing haste and having a cleric with that up, so you get around the fails and yada yada yada.
I hate haste.
Oh, don't worry, I do too.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I do think haste should have some level of build up to it, like the longer you've been doing fast stuff. Because if you cast haste and then you get hit and you lose concentration on haste before you even get a turn of haste, have you even moved quickly or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely say like you need to at least have a turn being hasted before any of that happens. A full turn being hasted. Before any of that happens. Falls.
There are two aura spells for paladins. One is Aura of Life and one is Aura of Purity, so just make sure you've got the right one.
Yeah, I think it's Aura of Purity, but I'll just check. Yes, I know I need to move the cursor to where I want to press the text. Thank you.
Yeah, it is Purity after. Okay.
I have Aura of Life.
Okay, so, yes. If there is no further business, then we shall get everyone underway.
I use my inspiration to take that 28, please.
If you're using
Thanks.
inspiration, you re-roll and it's a straight roll.
That's Klari with a
Oh.
disadvantage.
That is how inspiration works. You don't just get the better roll. Because you have disadvantage, it would turn it into a straight roll. So effectively, you get a new re-roll, which is a straight roll.
What if it's worse?
Then you take the best result, I believe, with inspiration.
Yes, that's it. Well, use the first one, so it's a 23.
18.
22 even.
18. Okay.
You're wrong with disadvantage, but even then, you're.
Oh, he's 22. Just put it right on, yeah. So it's a 22.
18 and 22. Look at that.
I told you I'd use my inspiration on my first roll.
Okay. So, with this configuration, Stix mounts up on Elvis. Piper turns himself into a mouse. Stix deposits Piper somewhere, safely or unsafely. Leave up to Stix. Arwen wild shapes into a giant eagle. And Klari climbs up on her back. How does giant eagle Arwen look?
Can I change it, actually?
Okay. What would you like to be?
I think I want to be a giant owl.
Okay. Yeah, you can be a giant owl. They have slightly different
I want
statistics.
to be. I want.
Also,
I want.
technically a rat, because
Okay.
rats can. So let's come to the Pied Piper.
Okay.
Joke is fine.
Just because I want to be a fluffy white owl.
Okay. Transform into a big, fluffy white owl.
So I saw a big, fluffy white owl flying through the sky with a Harry Potter, and that did not end. So, let's hope this goes better. Or Edwin.
Okay. Okay, I want to change back. I'll be a giant eagle.
Okay, which is it, eagle or owl?
No, I'll be an owl. I want to be fluffy and white.
Okay. And then Stix, as you haven't rolled anything yet, can you roll a d20 for me?
20.
Feel included.
This isn't for anything. He just wants to be.
It's just
A
to
19.
make you feel good.
Okay. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Oh, no.
And roll the
A
d4.
2.
19 times 2 wombats. Flat die.
Okay. So, between you all, you take off. Elvis taking to the air. This is a new experience for you, Stix. You haven't had much opportunity to ride Elvis as of yet. You've had a little bit of practice in your time. Between your bouts of training with Amaris, you had the opportunity to get used to this. So it is not unfamiliar, but it is still a little strange.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Klari, this is a very strange experience for you as feathers sprout out and Arwen transforms, as you've seen her do many times before, but not into this form. Climbing up on her back, you manage to find a comfortable enough spot to nestle in. The feathers are indeed fluffy and warm. Yes, Ben?
Is it dim light / dark?
During the day, it is not.
Yeah.
Let me double check, actually.
Yes.
Let me double
Because I was
check.
going to say, otherwise, Klari can just fly herself.
Let me double check again. What did I put for this? No, it is constant dim light.
Constant dim light. You can just fly, can't you? With your cool ass cloak.
I thought it had to be dark.
Well, maybe it is darkness. Cloak with hair. You didn't write it down. Anyway, continue.
Let me just double check for you. The cloak of that. Cloak of the bat. Advernturers stealth check while you are in an area of dim light or darkness. So the cloak works in dim light.
Hey.
Which means, Klari, you can, if you wish, just fly alongside.
Sweet out.
Maybe safe in that knowledge, you are more confident about mounting Arwen, that if something were to happen and you were to fall, you can look after yourself in the air. And so, between you all, you take off. Travel is swift. It is disorientating trying to navigate yourself. There is very little to guide you. The moment you get very far off the ground, you start to lose sight of it in any detail at all, and swiftly the ground disappears and you're almost floating in this misty void. If it wasn't for the sensation of wind giving you a sense of movement and gravity giving you a sense of which way is down, you would almost feel like you're floating in a voidless vacuum, the mist around you a swirling uniform of colour. But you move on, confident that you are travelling in roughly the right direction. How are you choosing to travel, Arwen, in the lead? Are you just picking a direction and heading in that direction? Or are you coming up and down at all?
I think going in a straight line in like that way, straight line for a while, because we've got quite a big expanse of land to kind of navigate.
I mean, do you just take off, pick a direction, and just keep going until you can't go any further? Or
Yeah, until I see like the mountains, or until it gets to, like, time to sleep.
Okay, so you're just going to take off and just keep going regardless of. Okay.
Unless anyone has any objections, so then I will.
Yeah.
Going anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Just roll an intelligence check for me then.
Not very clever.
Oh,
So can I get some more inspiration?
Okay, so you are up and flying. Stix, you're flying along behind. You can see Klari gripping to the back of Arwen's white feathers. You've been up there for a while. Then all of a sudden, this little pouch, this little saddlebag you've got, suddenly stretches with a ripping noise as Piper, with a small pop, bursts and expands rapidly back into his normal self.
yeah. Stix just sort of looks down. And in his
It's in
head,
an hour.
just let him drop. We just let him drop.
Okay. I was just making sure there wasn't anything magic.
I have realized this will fucking tap me for spell slots. Because how long do we think this flight will take? It's good take. Okay.
You have no idea. The map has no sense of scale, and you don't know how far it is. The only thing you've got is any vague knowledge you might have of Velenmore Island in the material plane.
Okay, maybe Piper needs to get on my back, and Clary might need to fly with her cloak. And I can kind of guide her just in case she feels hesitant.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Immediately after popping back to his usual size, Piper, what do you do? And Stix, do you have a reaction as well?
Yeah, so I guess like Piper's as I said, like, Stix is just like tied a pouch to the side because he obviously knows that if he kept the pouch on him, he could knock the button of them off. So he tied a pouch like there's a saddle and tied it to the side. So it's on the very side of Elvis. So he starts turning into it on the side of Elvis. And Stix just reaches his hand down and tries to grab the scuffers, like the sort of like collar of his coat,
Okay.
to try and at the very least stop him falling, but at the very least like slow his fall so he can cast his spell again. And I can then be grabbing the little skin scruff of a mouse.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Oh, with bloody pleasure. It also turns out I already had inspiration on the Stix, so I've given my inspiration to Piper, so I have 2 inspiration. Look at me here. Look at me go. Fuck!
Would you like to use that inspiration?
No.
No? Okay. So, Piper,
No.
okay.
No.
So, Piper, you are a mouse. You are not really. You are kind of just aware that you're trapped in a bag. You know, it's warm and cozy in this dark space. It seems kind of safe. You're not too worried as a mouse. You spend some time sort of sniffing around, have a little nap, and then all of a sudden, you transform back into Piper. Stix goes to try and grab you, but he gets a hold of your sleeve, and it just pulls out of his grip, and you begin to see yourself tumbling away. You have a moment where Stix is reaching down towards you. What are you doing as Piper?
We say that Stix manages to grab his collar, but then Piper goes, yeah, and then he lifts his arms up and he just falls out of his coat.
If you would like to. Yes, Piper begins to fall. You feel yourself
Stix just
slipping out of
falls up
Stix's grip.
Like, Klari just looks back and then Stix just lifts up the coat like, oh. So Piper's beginning to fall.
Yeah, you're not like fully out of it just yet, but you feel like you've gone with your arms up and you feel yourself starting to slip.
Okay, so Piper is going to use his once per day free casting of Misty Step
Okay.
to Misty Step, sort of on, more comfortably on Elvis's back,
Okay.
and immediately, or at least as soon as he can, because obviously, in like combat, you can only go like one spell per turn. So he'll like Misty Step onto Elvis's back and like hold on to sort of like Stix's shoulder, and then obviously realizing, I'm assuming at this point Elvis would somewhat slow down because there are now two people on the back, and then as soon as he can, he will try and polymorph into a mouse once more.
Okay. Yeah, so you feel yourself starting to slip. You quickly turn your head around and Misty Step onto the spot behind Stix, safely on Elvis's flank. Elvis immediately begins to sort of slow down and sink. You can feel him lowering in the air. But after a few moments, you gather your magical powers and you transform yourself back into a small rodent. Stix can comfortably retrieve you and stow you safely once more.
And he puts on his cup because it looks like a fancy ass cup. And the two characters merge. But he does put on his coat because it's fucking cold up here and funny. Yeah, and then he's like, wow. Would Piper, as a polymorph mouse, does Piper know how long his spell has left?
The mouse is nowhere near intelligent enough to track the passing of time.
That
Precisely
is
enough.
very... So, I'll shut up now.
So you are just a mouse until you are not a mouse.
Excellent. Yeah. At which point I think Stix will sort of speed up and go next to them two and say, hey, any idea how far we've gotten in this hour? Anyone got any clues?
Wait, when? Who's saying?
How far have we gotten in like an hour? Anyone got any ideas?
Oh, I'm an owl.
Yeah, but don't you still have the ring? Can't you still? Didn't we just?
Yeah, I can talk to.
But obviously you can talk to Klari,
I
and
can
you
talk to
can
Klari.
understand me.
Yeah.
So if I said that to Klari, she could theoretically relay that message to you.
Well, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
How long have? It's been 10 minutes.
It has been more than 10 minutes. It has been an hour.
You would know that because you would have heard and been able to turn around and see what happened between Piper and Stix. So you would know that it has been an hour. His polymorph has worn off once, and he is once again transformed. So you would know an hour has passed based on the magic of the spell.
Any idea how far we've gotten? Because I'm thinking this mouse thing isn't going to be very effective for more than 3 hours.
Okay, let's land
out
and assess the situation.
Okay, so you begin to slowly descend, and rapidly you come out from almost like this sort of bank of cloud into a clearing in the mist, and you can see maybe a couple of 100 feet below you there is the ground, and you can see a section of tree-lined shore that reaches onto where this mist, where the misty sea begins.
Sea?
Yes.
Sea. We're on that.
Have we been going south? Have we been going the wrong way?
Everyone make a perception check for me.
My Cap'n.
So 19 from Arwen, 6 from Stix, and a 28 from Klari. Arwen, you're pretty sure. Klari, you are certain. You guys are almost exactly where you started.
So we've been going for an hour, but we've hardly moved.
Yeah. Are you all familiar with the concept that if you put someone in a field and tell them to walk with their eyes closed, when they have no reference points, they will go in a circle?
No.
That is a thing.
No.
So flying with no reference points and no visibility of the land below, Arwen with a 5 intelligence check has led the group in a circle.
Yeah, the fucking air is covered in mist, isn't it?
You cannot see the ground. Arwen said she was going up and not stopping, and just carrying on. So with no reference points and no ability to navigate via using the land, and there is no sun in this plane. There are no stars or anything like that for you to navigate with. You have unfortunately travelled in a circle.
We need to land and figure some shit out. But then I don't want to waste your wild shape. But
Well, I'll stay in my wild shape. I'm just gonna chill.
yeah, can we
The big
fly
owl.
lower?
Yeah.
Stix is going to make the executive decision that we fly much lower for a while, at the very least for the next hour, to see how far we can get in an hour based on where we were. Because Stix has Stix has expertise in survival. So I'm assuming with that he can somewhat figure out. Obviously not an exact. You've been traveling for 2.4 kilometers, but he can figure out we've been traveling maybe about to the nearest 5K, something like that, or to the nearest couple of kilometers. How far we're traveling in an hour. So if we were to then just travel, an hour lower to the ground, got a point where we can somewhat see the ground, because you said we can see. We have
you have about 250 feet worth of vision at any one time. Sometimes it's a bit longer, sometimes it's a bit smaller. The mist is turbulent, as you're familiar with, but this section of the island is less cloying and close than the northern coast.
Okay, then so realizing this, I think Stix will try and not take charge, but suggest we fly lower for an hour. And obviously we've got Piper's thing to tell us how long that is. Obviously by now it's under an hour, because obviously we've realized this and we're gonna have to figure this out. But then just sort of see how far that is, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
What is the terrain?
The terrain on the edge of the coast, it seems to be woodlands and things like that. Beyond that, you have no idea.
Okay, well, this is my favourite terrain, so I'm having a good time.
Okay.
Can't we move at double pace while in your favorite terrain or something like that?
We can't get lost.
I will say that will only work when you are on the ground.
But if we're flying, but not far off the ground, so we could still see the ground.
Yeah, could we fly
it will definitely apply then.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yes, but for what has happened, as Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if-
no, that's not what I was. No,
Cool.
because we were
Yes.
above the clouds and all
Yeah,
that rubbish.
if you're still
Yeah.
within sight of the ground, then while over the woodlands and things like that, then it will definitely apply.
It also makes sense because we're not a very smart group overall. So I do like the thought that we fly we fly up above. This is gonna be great. No one's gonna be able to see us. It's gonna be fantastic. And then after an hour, we're like, wait, if they can't see us, that means we can't see anything. We just realised
Yeah.
that after an hour.
It could have gone really well, you know.
It's- uh,
Arwen rolled a really good navigation check. It was just that intelligence check to fight that instinct to just curve. Which
yeah, that's fair.
I'm not dumb, but I just not smart.
you're pretty intelligent. You've got a +2. You're more intelligent than most people.
I know.
Yeah, you can't read.
At this point, it's a choice.
It's you're
Yeah.
starting in Stix and
Hell yeah, I am.
I
Yeah, but I can learn languages like that. I'm very clever.
think Python would be really dumb. I think he actually has a like 0 intelligence. 0 is in score. Yeah, he has 10 intelligence.
Oof.
Real nice.
0 modifier.
Anyway. Yeah, 0 modifier.
Mhm.
Anyway.
So, you take off once more. There's a little bit of time left. You estimate, given all this sort of kerfuffle, you've lost maybe 10 minutes or so of this second round of polymorph. But you take off. Arwen, your original navigation check still stands. You are now with a view of the ground and in flying over this wooded terrain, you are quickly able to navigate and keep yourself in a direction that you think is the right one. Yes?
What does proficiency bonus do to like our rolls?
+5.
So like any.
A role
So like
you are
is
proficient, a skill you are proficient with. So, I believe you are
Ah.
proficient with survival.
Can I add my proficiency bonus to 18? Like another one, because my proficiency bonus gets doubled in my favorite terrain.
Okay, so you get a 23 rather than 18.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so you are
Woohoo.
very, very confident that you are now moving rapidly in the right direction. Stix, you are spending your time, you are using Arwen as a guide and spending your time trying to study these sections of landscape, trying to gauge how tall the trees are, how fast you're going, to get a sense of distance as you travel. Klari, you are watching your surroundings, alert for danger, and Piper is a mouse.
Did Clary want to try and fly just so Piper didn't use up all his polymorphs?
I mean, we could do. I was just gonna fly for this like hour to see how far we get, how far we can reach
Okay.
over the island
Yeah, that's fine.
in an
That's fine.
hour based off the coastline and this very crude map.
Uh-huh.
Because like what Stix is imagining is, we wouldn't really be able to see that. Generally, what Stix is like thinking is, after an hour, can we see the mountains? Probably not,
Yeah.
because we spent a whole day sailing and we only went down there. But yeah, how far can we get in an hour? And then we'll sort of assess whether that's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you keep moving at a rapid pace, much faster than you can walk. These creatures can fly. What is everyone's flying speed actually? Just to be precise.
On a griffin, it is 80 feet.
Okay, so Stix is probably the fastest. Although an owl is pretty rapid as well. I'm not. So you're probably.
I should have been a giant eagle.
Well, either way, you are limited by Hugo's fly speed.
Oh yeah, my baby. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, he's only 30 feet, isn't he?
Or
40.
He's 40 feet, I believe.
40 feet.
Yeah, so he's got a
Yeah.
40 foot fly speed. So he is half the speed of
Sorry.
you guys, which is still slightly faster than your walking pace. And thanks to Arwen's proficiency for this next hour, you are not hampered by the mist in terms of terrain navigated travel. Shortly before the hour ends, you do fly out over this section of woodland and enter a more sort of grassland-like area. It's a little bit more flat and a little bit more open.
I got this, boys. It's my second favourite terrain.
Did I say grassland? I meant desert.
I didn't.
So you enter this grassland-like terrain with this tall, sort of swaying purple pink grass. Similarly, as an hour comes to a close, the same thing happens. The mouse or rat begins to rapidly transform back into a humanoid form. You are lower to the ground this time. Stix, are you reacting in any way? And what reaction is Piper taking?
For him turning back, yeah, just again like this, I'm going for his shirt. It was like a big puffy
I'll say,
shirt.
if you'd like to make any preparation beforehand, you can make a check to try and gauge how much time has passed for any of you guys. You know, Klari is quite intelligent. She can maybe give a warning that the spell's about to expire. The same as Arwen, she knows the spell. Stix, you can also make a check if you'd like to try and ascertain, you know,
Yeah, I think
be
yeah.
slightly more prepared rather than just letting it wear off. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think Stix will make a check. What would that be? Would that be like intelligence?
That would be intelligence, or if you have proficiency in it, Arcana, you can use that. Otherwise, it would be intelligence.
For fuck's sake.
Stix, you're trying to gauge it, but you're also trying to gauge how fast and far you're going, trying to get a sense of your travel speed and things like that.
Yeah. So probably not. So this all starts to happen.
It does catch you by surprise.
I'll try and grin.
How far off the ground are we?
That's up to you guys. You can see. You can be
the average height.
Pardon?
What is the average height of a tree?
The average height of a tree, I'd say, is probably around 50, 60 feet in this area of woodland.
I would say 70 feet.
Okay.
Or like 80 feet. I'm thinking like we're like right on top of the tree line sort of thing. Like navigate. Yeah. So yeah. It's that far from the fall. You can take that. It's like 80 seconds.
I was. Why did he have to fall?
Okay.
Stix will, like, as soon as he starts realizing it, Stix will be like, okay, try this again.
Okay. Make another strength check for me.
I'm sure there is a better way I could be doing this. Like, I'm reading things. I'm definitely sure there's something else I could be doing here.
Yeah, but like a rope, you're just gonna strangle him or something when he becomes human again.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I'm just gonna make it straight. The bunches. Yeah.
13. It's not bad. It is enough to get a grip and slow Piper down and give him a boost towards potentially whatever he's trying to do next. What is Piper trying to do as he suddenly is awakened from his dream of cheese and find himself rushing through the cold air with Stix has a better grip on him this time. He's managed to grab like the collar of his shirt as well as his jacket, which is less likely to come off like underneath his armor.
I think Piper will feel that someone is trying to grab him and look around and go, I don't think this is working as well as we thought it was. And he will. Oh, does he fucking transform again?
No.
Well, he hasn't obviously been a part of any of this conversation. But realistically, I think he would. Because to him, it's just either I transform or we just slowly start falling, and I don't want to make these people more mad at me than they already are. So, yeah, he would obviously, yeah, he hasn't heard any of the conversation that we've had, so yeah, he transforms again.
Okay. So yeah, Stix has got hold of him, and then as he transforms, he's just got like a little mouse or rat, like the little like pinch of fur at the back of its neck.
Yeah.
Can I suggest? I'm saying this to Klari, obviously. Can I suggest that he puts the mouse maybe like in front of him and lets it sleep, and then when he becomes Piper again, he won't be falling to his death. Possibly,
That's
maybe.
okay.
I know, but
but yes, I see your point. Yeah,
I mean,
I just don't want him to like, because he's like a mouse. He's like a dumb mouse.
yeah, but he keeps falling asleep.
Yeah, I guess so. Lazy bastard.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Not contributing much.
Yeah. This time, instead of it being on his side, because I'm also now out of pouches that I can.
Yeah.
My only other pouch is my gold pouch, and that mystical pouch that my crowbar and rope and everything else is kept in. that magical pouch that every D&D player has. And yeah, so I will now, just like put him in front of me, and I'll just like just put him there and hope he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
And then I will.
mean, Piper is a mouse. He has the intelligence of a mouse. He's probably now quite a scared mouse, sat in the open on a flying creature. So he would have the survival instinct to not just yeet himself into the void.
Excellent.
Well, that's good.
Oh no, but there's wind. Oh fuck. Okay, no, new plan. New plan. New plan. I fucking never use my crossbow. So can I take out a couple of crossbow
shoot
bolts?
Through the air.
No, can I take out a couple of crossbow bolts and put Piper? Gee, I haven't refilled my crossbow bolts. I think I only have like 6. So can I just stick him in there?
Yeah, you can stick.
He's on my
quiver
like
for your crossbow bolts.
Yeah, and it's obviously bolts, so they're only. It's not like that big. On my side, I don't want to people. That's where my sword goes. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yes,
What?
you can stick him in there.
there we go. This is
Say goodbye to your 6 crossbow bolts when he explodes out the side.
I can get you to make me.
Maybe I don't want to.
Well, then that would just be mean. It's fine. Yeah. So then I would, once he was transformed again, I will suggest that we all stop, and Stix does a bit of internal maths and tries to figure out how far somewhat far we've travelled in and out.
Okay. Yeah.
There,
Wait, we're stopping now?
I think so.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, Stix, roll a survival check for me
Oh,
to try and ascertain how much ground you have covered over the course of this almost hour.
11. I'm going to use my inspiration point.
Okay.
16, very good. I'll take the 16. Fuck this.
16. So, you guys have been going for, roughly an hour. Navigation, you feel, could be pretty tricky in this place. Arwen seems a confident guide. Now she can see the terrain below her. So your travel speed is not hampered. I'll tell you now, if you're traveling in places that aren't Arwen's favoured terrain, you will be moving at half speed due to the mist and things. But so you can travel at full speed. Normal travel pace is around 24 miles a day. You know roughly. And you reckon you're traveling a little bit faster than that, based on the speed you know that Elvis and Arwen as an owl can travel, limited as you are by Hugo's flight speed. So you're traveling you're traveling slightly faster than normal travel pace.
Cool.
Normal travel pace
Hugo
being,
sits in my slipstream and is.
being about 24 miles a day.
And can I? So obviously, knowing this crude map, and obviously at some point we're going to get far away from the coast. Can we still see the coast like fairly similar
No,
distance?
you lost sight of the coast after about 10 seconds. No, well, probably about 30 seconds of travel when you went into the mist. Owen has kept you on course, so you don't feel like you've looped around again, but you have definitely gone away from the coast.
We know how big the map of home is,
Yeah, that's it.
and this is the exact same size island as R1. So we know how big it is. How far is 24 miles?
None of you have ever been to Felonmore.
Yes, but there's a lovely map.
So I will say with
We have
Stix having
maps.
made his Stix having made his check and conveying some of this information to you, Arwen, you can make, or Klari, you can make a check to try and guess how far you think you've got.
I'm going to help Klari.
Okay. Arwen's like pecking spots on the map with her beak.
Hell yeah.
What check does she need to make that?
This would also be a survival check.
Oh, you should have helped Stix. I got expertise in this shit.
Wait, this is
This-
survive?
Yes, this is still survival to try and ascertain how far
Oh,
you
eight-
think you've come on the map. You're still trying to equate travel distances and things like that.
Sorry, I thought it was an intelligence check.
So you would guess, based on your knowledge of the island and things like that, and travel distances, and with Stix's knowledge that you guys are traveling at what feels like akin to a normal pace, that without delays or anything like that, it will take you 4 days to reach the mountains. Traveling
4
at a
days.
normal pace. If you end up slowed at any point, that time will likely be extended.
Yes. 4 days at this pace to reach the mountains. Yeah, we because see this is the problem. So we would technically have to travel for like 8 hours a day to make this work. I can't cast polymorph 8 times in a day.
No. But
And
that is, yeah. But you know you are traveling very slightly faster than you are on foot, than you would be on foot. So given the time lost, you think the flight time can probably make up for that.
actually, I can I can cast it 7 times a day. Technically. So so I mean, yeah, we could technically just keep doing this until we get there. That would certainly speed things up. Yeah, if you're happy, because yeah, my original concern was that yeah, we can't keep up the polymorphs and how long can you be your wild shape for?
Day?
It's either your wisdom modifier or your proficiency bonus in hours, something like that. For a number of hours equal to your half your druid level rounded down. So both uses of your wild shape would give you a full day's travel.
I was saying at this speed, it would take us 4 days.
That is your estimation, yes.
That is guesstimation. Yeah. I mean, I say we roll with it. I don't think it's a bad idea. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Unless anyone particularly thinks that going across the ground would be a bit better, but
No, I don't think. I don't think the ground would.
yeah, if we try and stay like above 60 feet in the air, we're going to be fairly safe from most attacks,
Hmm.
unless like longbows and things like that. But that's fine. We can figure that out. The only person concentrating on anything in particular would be Piper. So yeah, if that works. Okay, cool. Back in the air.
Okay, you guys carry on traveling. You keep making your way, and the terrain becomes a little harder for you to navigate. Arwen, this grassland is much more uniform than the woodland was, but you are able to pick out the subtle differences as hills begin to rise and the terrain begins to fall, and the subtle signs of tracks and pathways that keep you on the right course throughout the day. As another hour begins to pass by. At the end of this hour, Piper once again turns back into himself. Are you committing to the mouse again, to another use of polymorph?
Yeah.
Okay, so the fourth use of polymorph, you enter your 4th hour of travel for the day. And shortly after this point, Klari, you keeping watch, keeping a beady eye on your surroundings as you push through this very tight bank of mist, and the wind sort of blows in your face. You push through it, and coming out into this large open space, probably the largest gap in the mist you've seen in your travels so far. And a few hundred feet away, sort of to either side, you find yourself flying between these 2 huge blue orbs. They extend high into the sky above you, disappearing into the mist. And you can see they reach down and touch the ground. And they almost ripple in the misty light like water. You can see through them the terrain changes like a hard line where these blue orbs touch the ground. The grassland rapidly changes into rocks, almost coral-like features along the ground.
Like coral on the ground. It's fucking weird. Concerning. I guess just keep flying, keep an eye out.
Weren't blue orb ghosty things in our world? Am I wrong?
I don't think I follow, sorry.
You said there were blue orbs
Yeah, these
or
are like
something.
enormous. These would be like almost like the size of a small hill.
Oh, okay.
They are, like smooth, rippling sides.
Oh.
Where you can look into them, you can actually see a decent ways through them. The mist doesn't seem to permeate this section where it covers the ground.
The mist isn't in the orb?
No. The orbs, as you look at them, this rippling, smooth pinkish blue sides to them seems to be clear of any mist or anything like that. And as you're flying past, you end up getting very slightly closer to one of them, with just the way the tracking is of the terrain, and you can almost see figures moving through them. These figures seem to be floating within, long fish-like tails just slowly, gracefully undulating behind them.
Fucking nugget over here. Weird. I reckon we stay. We like have like a sort of wide curve around them. Keep our distance. Keep low.
Mhm.
Definitely don't want to get tangled up in any of that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you carry on past these orbs, and as you go between these two and head out, you spot there is a third one directly ahead of you. You can see, as you get close to it, you can see looking through deep within, there are numerous small fish just floating. These fish seem to glow with their own iridescent, bioluminescent light as they swim around above you, below you, to the sides of, you're flying 60, 70 feet off the ground. And this thing is, you can see hundreds of feet tall now. And there are these fish just floating, swimming around within it. You can see there is this coral terrain, and in one part there seems to be some sort of ruins, almost like a tumbled down tower. Even from this distance, as you're going past, you can see that there is a brightly glowing white light source. Some sort of white orb-like light seems to glow within, suspended high above this tower, floating, you estimate, maybe 200 feet off the floor, suspended in this blue orb.
Like above this tower.
Yeah.
Shot. That's why you need like a spyglass.
I mean,
Do you want to go a bit closer and check it out, or do you want to stay clear of this as well? Depends how adventurous you want to be.
I mean, I kind of want to look, but I don't want it to take up more of our time.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Because obviously, if we look, then that will cancel one of your wild shapes. If we end up getting into a thing, and we're a man down because one of us is a fucking mouse. And like, if Elvis gets hurt, then that means, well, I mean, you just can't travel. Actually, no, I can resummon it. I've still got a 4th level slot, but I don't really want to use it for that. I want to save that.
Mm.
So,
Feel like maybe leave it.
it sounds interesting.
I know it really
Ben
is, and I
wants to
just
go see it. It sounds like a side quest, and Ben likes
Abby wants to too.
but at the same time, okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do to save you from potentially using up a wild shape and Klari, being knocked off or whatever. Why don't Stix and Elvis fly a little closer, have a little look see, and then we
Mhm.
can just turn around and fly back if it's nothing interesting.
Yeah.
And you guys just keep a lookout, and if anything goes bad, well, I'll throw Piper on the floor. He won't be a mouse anymore, and then I'm sure I can get him to fucking.
Okay. So, Stix, you decide you're going to fly towards this orb.
A little bit closer and stealthy if I can. As stealthy as a man.
So you get up to the edge of this the large blue orb that and you estimate you're probably in the region of maybe 250 feet, something or more, possibly more, away from it. You can see there are these fish swimming and floating around, and you are on the back of Elvis, right on the edge of this blue orb. It has this sort of rippling surface. It is slightly pinkish tinged, with the almost reflection of the external mist. The inside is clear. It doesn't look like there's any mist or anything like that inside, so you can see a good distance through. See there are what looks like a crumbling sort of the remnants of like a crumbling tower, not a large tower based on the sort of the surrounding rubble. You guess maybe sort of 4 or 5 stories tall, and just suspended in the air, high above where this tower would have stood, is this glowing white orb. What would you like to do?
Glowing white orb. Can I cast? Do I still have it? Yes, I do. Can I cast a little detect magic?
Detect magic?
And D. Actually, first, oh no, divine sense won't work. Oh no, normal detect magic is within 30 feet. Never mind. Can I just sort of have a bit of a better look around, maybe like have a fly around the perimeter, see if there is anything of interest, and I'm gonna pat myself and give myself a little guidance.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. You can make a perception check if you like. As you fly around, you realise that this orb is big. This is.
Yeah, I need to get a little close.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'll happily go. Stix's interests have been
17. Yeah, so Stix, you're flying around and you realise that although sort of from the outside, it looks like this glowing white orb is in the middle. If, no natural 20, if the sort of circumference of this as you're like flying around it feels right, then that orb is further away than like 200-300 feet. Almost like it's distorted somehow. Like the
weird. Some sort of weird illusory thing.
Not
there
so
any
much
se-
illusory. It looks physical. You don't perceive there to be any illusion there, but almost like the substance of whatever is creating this blue hemispherical dome is distorting the image within.
What is within is different. Okay, Stix is going to do something real stupid. Can Stix fly close to it? Like
Yeah.
real close. And can he get right up next to it?
Yeah.
And he pull his longsword out, because that's not a fancy thing. Actually, no, he's going to pull a crossbow bolt out.
Okay.
And he's going to fire a crossbow bolt into it.
Okay. So there is the rum as the crossbow bolt is released, and there is a splashing noise. And the bolt suddenly rapidly decelerates as it enters and then just slowly sinks to the bottom.
I knew it was a fish tank.
I thought it was like a big fish tank, but
Like aquarium.
yeah, but it's like
There's no
the
water.
sides of it are like perfectly circular, which is weird. I thought if it was going to be like a fish tank, I thought this was going to be like whenever I think of like a big circle of water, I think back to I can't remember which Harry Potter film it was, but it's the one where Dumbledore puts Voldemort in like
the
a
fifth one.
big. Yeah,
The
that. I
battle
always think of that.
in the Ministry at the end.
Yeah, I always think there's loads of waves crashing around it, but for some reason I didn't associate. But yeah, big blue thing with fish. Can't believe I didn't
Yeah,
think of
and as this
water.
bolt goes through, this ripple just all the way like around the edge. So the surface you can see now is not like a hard surface. It quivers and quavers slightly in response to this ripple of the crossbow bolt passing through it. The fish nearby do scatter and quickly dart away from the disturbance in the water.
That's very strange. Can I return to my friends and say, guys, it is a big old fish tank. It's a massive ball.
What's the shiny thing?
The shiny thing, I don't know yet. I am yet to see that. I was just going.
What?
So
Run along.
I'll go back, see what the shiny thing is.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the orb is within the center of this dome of water.
Oh yeah, I mean I have to fucking come. Yeah, go back. No, you go in there because you can be something that can breathe underwater. I can't breathe underwater.
Which hour is this?
This is partway through the 4th hour.
What level druid are you?
9. So every 8 hours. So have I already?
You are still a giant owl
From my first
from
transformation.
your first transformation.
I haven't
yes.
If it's half your druid level, then you get 4.5 hours.
Four.
I think it says rounded down, so it's a whole
Yeah, so
number
it's
of
just
hours.
4.
Oh,
It's
fair.
very annoying. Hmm.
Yes.
I mean, I could be a fish, but then I can't be an owl again.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a bit of a waste.
I kind of want to know what it is, though.
Yeah, me too. Is there any? Oh, do I have anything good?
Is there any animal?
If I resummon Elvis, I think I can make him into a seahorse, but a giant seahorse.
Do it.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing. But I don't know how that would work canonically with how Stix summons Elvis. I'm really dead. Can I have 2 summoned at once
I don't believe
if they're different?
So.
I don't think I can. What?
So it's
Find greater steed.
fine steed.
Find greater steed.
Okay,
well,
it's fine
not.
steed and find greater steed, isn't it? Fine steed.
Max speed drops their hit points.
It's find greater steed in this book.
You can't have more than one mount bonded by this spell or find steed at the same time.
So it specifies that you can only have one from either spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is incredibly annoying. Oh. Oh, wait, it might be pick up myself. No, he didn't. Shit, fuck you.
I mean, I could conjure animals.
Yeah.
Do they have to do what I?
Oh, but if you conjure animals, you're gonna have to come out of your. Oh no, wait, but we're nearly there anyway. So yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, you could conjure animals inside there and get a little fishy to like.
Yeah.
Nope, shouldn't do that.
They obey any verbal command you issued. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll probably. Let's have a look. I think I could probably get a dolphin or something.
I was also
Whatever.
if in a few minutes we could take a really quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I do want to kind of figure this out. We'll figure out what we're gonna do.
Well, there's the dolphin. Weird that the dolphin's intelligence is -2. That's really weird.
Dolphin's intelligence -2.
Hmm.
Very intelligent creatures.
Yeah. It's weird.
But to be fair, -2, that's really good for an animal that can't speak. Like that is
Yeah.
possibly the smartest beast.
No, there's. I think. Wait, where's the seal? Or something.
Because
I think like a
fine steed specifically states that your animal is uncommonly intelligent. It gives an intelligence of 6 if it's not already 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will get a. Oh, or no. I will get out a dolphin. I think.
Okay.
Please.
One singular dolphin, or can you summon multiple?
Oh shit! I can get loads of dolphins. I can get.
Get a pod of them.
Oh, I can get 8 dolphins.
Dolphins are fucked up creatures. I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
They're messed up animals. They're weird. I'll explain later when we're not on YouTube. Because I don't want this information going on YouTube. It doesn't need to be on.
I'm invested now. But
Isn't that
yes, I will
So
conjure
Owen
8.
unwild shapes and summons 8 dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these you manifest 8 dolphins.
Well, great. I will ask them to go and see what that light is.
Okay. Yeah. The dolphins swim over, they move rapidly through the water, quickly arriving at the source of the light. It sort of flickers and things, and they're silhouetted as they move around it through the water. You can see several of them sort of poke and prodded with their snouts. After a little bit of time, they all swim back towards you, and there is a pod of 8 dolphins just sort of on the edge of the water, looking quizzically in your direction.
Wait. Okay, I cast speak with animals as well.
There it is.
I was just making sure it wasn't a concentration, because otherwise that would have fucked everything up. But it's fine. Okay, yeah. Speak with animals for my dolphin friends.
So, I believe there is a stipulation when you do summon beast that it specifies the creatures you summon to be fey entities.
Oh, shit. But does it also say that you can communicate with them?
What is the spell exactly? Because I know you have several summoning spells.
This one I've done conjure animals.
Conjure animals. The beast. Each beast is also considered fey.
Yeah, I just read that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but is it a fey animal? Is it a fey beast?
Fey is its own type.
Have I still cast speak with animals?
No.
Well, it says they obey any verbal commands that issue. But then we can't. They can't like.
Yeah, but then I don't know what.
Oh wait! What about your vermin? Can that create like a fish? Like what fish are like vermin?
What? Wait, hold on. What languages do the Fae speak? What languages do the dolphins speak then?
They are dolphins, so they don't speak a language.
So they speak animal language.
Piper.
Okay, what Fae language do they speak?
They are animals. They don't speak a language.
Okay, so what? So they're beasts. So they speak dolphin, yeah.
They are fey creatures that cannot speak.
So what Fae? How can they not speak?
Because there's a difference between making noise and speaking. The Hatch of Vermin can summon a bat, a rat, or a frog, I believe.
Yeah.
Can a frog breathe underwater? Flash?
Yes, it's a frog. I don't think it could breathe underwater, but it lives in water.
Breathe underwater, but it can hold its breath for a long time.
just gonna say.
Right. Well, these dolphins are having a great time.
They're enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I get my frog hat out.
One of them
Okay,
starts to swim
would
away
you
and goes to
all-
chase the fish.
I
Okay,
I really want to do this, so why don't I just make Elvis into a giant seahorse?
okay,
Okay.
All right.
that's
So
probably the best
Stix
idea.
sits down and begins this process of summoning his steed.
Yes.
He perches
Can
himself
I-
on the edge of this watery terrain, and as you've seen him do before, where his steed grows out of the ground and forms like the leafy form of Elvis, this time it comes from the coral to form this natural, organic seahorse shape made almost from coral. And there are the horns and things, and the little seahorse are little coral horns.
This is not Elvis. He's a different. This guy
I-
is
Oh.
Nemo.
He's Nemo.
He is Nemo. I couldn't think of any other famous fish and or seahorses. So, what's a famous horse?
Or
Black Bess.
horse.
Yeah, we all know that wasn't his name. His name was Joey.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yes.
then you are Sea Joey.
That's okay.
I love it.
Yes, CJ.
Hello, Sea.
And unless there's something you wanted to add, Arwen, with CJ.
Yes, I would like to tell the dolphins not to eat Sea Joey
Okay.
because I know you, and I know you'd be like, the dolphins attack Sea Joey.
Sea Joey is far too big to be eaten by dolphins.
Okay, and don't like mess with him, don't play with him.
Yes, this is a big ass thing. This is a giant seahorse. It's a large creature.
Yes.
So,
with Sea Joey summoned, we will take a real quick break.
Fantastic. Sea Joey. I love it.
in. So, Stix has summoned Sea Joey.
I can communicate with him telepathically. So I'll just summon him. Hi, Seeker.
He's like, who the fuck is Siege?
That's his name. That is when I summon them, I learn their real names. Or at least like their name in Feyland translated to our land. Or at least that's what Stix tells himself, because Elvis has never once complained about being called Elvis. So if that's wrong, Stix is on that. But hello, Sea Joey. This is very weird. Never summoned you. I've never summoned anything else before. But hello, my name is Stix. You're my steed. I don't know if you know what it means, but generally it means that you are my noble mount. Feels like the wrong word to use here.
Friend.
Yes, my noble friend. And great adventures together. And the first adventure I would like you to go on, please, is I would like you to go and see what that light is. I can see through your eyes, and I can communicate telepathically with you. No, I can't see with your eyes. I think I'm getting that wrong. Hold the phone.
That's fine. Familiar that you can see through your eyes.
Yeah. Score 5 or over becomes 6. Understand language. You control it in mounted combat. Communicate with it telepathically within 1 mile. You can make any spell cast that targets only you to also target the mount. Disappears when it drops to 0. You can't have more than 1 mount thing. Whenever the mount disappears, it leaves behind any objects. Right, okay. Cool. Yes, I can communicate with you for like 1 mile. So can you like go over there, see what that big light is, and if you can see anything in the vicinity?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So, Sea Joey
Then
swims away. Several fish that had sort of drifted closer quickly turn around and swim away, their bright light coming off them as they skitter through the water. Yeah, and quickly makes his way over towards the glowing orb. Make a perception check for me using Sea Joey's statistics.
alrighty. Sea Joey has a perception of +1. So, yeah. I will see how he does. 14 for
14.
good old Sea.
Yeah. So, the area around here is very brightly lit by this orb. Sea Joey detects that it has a strong magical aura. Also detects that there is some sort of the remnants of some sort of room or possessions and a few pieces of furniture, a broken wardrobe, what looks like a desk, as well as a chest in and amongst the rubble of the broken down tower.
You bastard. Trying to tempt me with chests and such.
Which man is not tempted by a good old chest?
You DM types. Fucking bastards, the lot of them. I will communicate this with the group and say there is a chest in the big tower. Can he see a lock chest?
With a 14, no, he can't.
Shit. And how far is it away, approximately?
Approximately, it looks to be sort of a couple of 100 feet through the side, but through Sea Joey, you can tell that it is actually slightly longer. The water has a slightly magnifying effect that makes the things inside appear slightly closer than they actually are.
Okay.
So it's still within the hundreds of feet, not the thousands of feet. But slightly more
Okay.
than 200 feet.
Okay. I have a question, and I think I know the answer, but I just want to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
As a changeling,
Yes.
if Piper were to change into a, say, like Triton or a water genasi or a sea elf, would he wouldn't gain the ability to breathe underwater, would he?
No, similarly to how when he transformed into a dragonborn, he doesn't get a dragon's breath weapon. It is
Yeah.
a
Okay.
visual change.
Cool. I figured so. In which case, how badly do we want this chest? Because on the one hand, I could give Piper the cloak of the mountebank. He could dimension door in, check out the chest, and dimension door back out again. Because we can't now. I've used Elvis. We can't now. For the rest of the day, we're gonna have to warp polymorph thing.
Mhm. Okay, now you've used Elvis.
Yes.
If I don't need to wild shape again,
No, you don't. To watch it again.
what if I just wild shape into a fish? Or
Because I've already used siege. Oh yeah. I guess. Well, no, because
or
okay.
some
What about this? What about this? So obviously we've realized Klari can fly. So why don't then? No, why doesn't Piper just? Oh no, fuck. Yeah. Well, look,
I'm gonna be an octopus.
okay, yeah. You be an octopus. Go in.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Regular
Yeah.
octopus?
I think that's the only. Yeah, I want to be a regular octopus.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring.
I believe there is a giant octopus.
Yes, there is, but he's dumber.
Who's dumber.
Yeah,
Is it?
Okay.
octopus's intelligence is 0 or +0.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter because it uses your intelligence.
I'm gonna be a giant octopus.
Okay.
I forgot.
Oh,
sorry.
this turns into the Kraken. Or
Blop 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 blop. Okay.
giant octopus. Yeah, these things are. Oh, you got eat cloud, and you can hold your breath for an hour.
Blop blop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring Joey back, and I'm going to say, guard this octopus with your life. See Joey.
See,
Guard.
Joey, 8 dolphins.
Joey. 8 dolphins.
Let's go.
The squad.
The squad is rolling out.
Auto.
Let's go. I'd like to go up to the chest.
Okay. Yeah, you swim up, and yeah, you can see that there's the remnants of this room. The room itself seems sort of reasonably lair. The chest in the center of this room seems to be almost like you can see that there were like tiles of the floor that have been broken away and stuff. There's a few like remaining pieces of furniture, as CJ saw, like around the edge, and then like as you're approaching, you sort of approach over rubble that starts scattered on the outside. It gets more dense as you get towards the base of the tower itself.
Can I get to the chest?
Yeah, you can get right up to the chest if you want.
Excellent. I would like to.
Okay. You are next to the chest. What would you like to
I'd
do?
like to open it.
Okay. Can you make a strength saving throw, please? As you place a tentacle upon it.
Damn you.
You know what? I actually need some dice. I'll be honest, I
No.
forgot I needed dice.
You don't.
Strength saving, so you're going to take half damage.
No. No.
Dice are unnecessary in the game of D&D.
So true.
Okay.
Just say a number and go with it. 20, 20, 20, 20.
You want it to be 20, do you?
No, I don't. No. You'd be a silly goose.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage. As your as you place an octopus tentacle upon this chest, there is a flash of light, and everyone else outside, Klari and Stix, you see this like pulse wave or ripple through the water. A few of these sort of like standing bricks remaining in the tower get pushed outwards. And Arwen, you are pushed back. You manage to maintain your grip on the chest at this point, but this pulse wave bursts through you, trying to throw you off.
Shit.
I still hold on.
You, for the time being, you still have a grip on this chest.
Can I use another tentacle to try and, flick the thing open and open it?
From this close, as you go and try and open it, you realize that like there is a latch on the front. There is like a little like plate you can slide aside to like fit in a key, and they're like trying to open it, and the whole thing is locked.
I would like to ask the dolphins to see if they can see a key.
Okay.
Swim around to look for a key.
Perception check with the dolphin. No, an investigation check with the dolphin's intelligence, with advantage because there are many dolphins.
Okay. Do you say dolphin intelligence?
Yes, an investigation, intelligence investigation. 12. The dolphins immediately start to search and look around, trying to nose aside bricks and things like that. Are you still holding onto the chest at this point?
Yes.
Okay, can you make another strength saving throw, please? While the dolphins continue to search.
Wait, but if I survive, no, I let go because I know I'm going to get hurt.
Okay.
No, I don't. No, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on.
Okay, make a strength save. 12. You take.
I think I made a mistake.
You take 19 bludgeoning damage as this wave ripples through the water again. You guys have seen this like pulse wave ripple through the water twice now in the last few seconds. Klari and Stix, what are you guys doing on the outside?
Shitting myself.
You're about to get calamari.
I'm going to mentally communicate with my buddy C Joey and be like, "Wait, what's going on in there? What's happening?"
So from C Joey, you get like the C Joey can't speak, but you get like the feelings and emotions similar to the way Hugo communicates. You get the feeling that there is this like weird like force, basically. You understand the situation that the chest seems to be like beating like a heart almost, like it's like that's like pushing everyone back. Like Joey and the dolphins, when this thing pulses, they are just like cast with the water. Move around.
So yeah, he quickly tells me
They are far enough. They are far enough away that they're not taking damage from this thing, but they are influenced by it.
Influenced by it, and we see what they're potentially influenced to do. Is there any indication of that?
It's just the wave through the water. They feel the physical force of the water being pushed,
yes,
but they are not taking damage because they are not in close enough proximity.
Okay. I don't think anything. Right. Yeah, like I don't think anything for now. Gonna wait and see. And if anything particularly goes bad, I'll be ready to emerge from the water. Emerge into the water and go off. But probably nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Just-
the dolphins make another check?
Oh, actually.
Yeah, the dolphins can make another check.
Can they do perception or something, please?
Actively like looking and searching for something is investigation. They're like kind of push aside bits of rubble, bits of broken furniture, nosing around through the like silt and stuff at the bottom.
Okay, is it still with advantage because there's lots of them?
Yeah, it's still with advantage because it's not something.
7, 15. It's not
15.
good either.
And the dolphins aren't turning anything up. There is sort of clouds of silt sort of rising from the bottom of this thing is pulsed and disturbed. The floor around dust and dirt and like rising up into the water, making it harder to see.
I'm gonna let go, please, and look as well.
Okay. Yeah.
With my many arms.
You can make an investigation check as an octopus.
Oh, my investigation's awful.
It's your investigation as Arwen.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's it. No, even you searching with the dolphins are having a hard time trying to find anything.
I would like to have an octopus tantrum. Lots of flailing.
Remember, just 8 times worse.
Mm-hmm.
She has a brief octopus tantrum and then remembers that she's an octopus. And everything's better then.
They do a little octopus swim where they go whoosh, whoosh, and then I feel much better.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm. So essentially, I'm aware that she placed her tentacle onto this chest and it pulsed.
Yeah.
And
so there's like a flash of light and a pulse.
Okay, I'm gonna get Sea Joey. I'm gonna say, Sea Joey, can you attempt to, because you have an ability, charge? Can you just like try and smash it open?
Okay.
Like, can you just charge at it and see if you can bust it the fuck open?
Roll an attack roll with Sea Joey's charge ability.
Oh my god.
Yep, I'm just getting these.
Is he better at charging than Elder?
If he is, this is going to cause some problem. This is going to cause some internal problems for Stix. So what am I going with? No, I looked up giant octopus, not giant sea or giant sea horse thing. So charge, move at least 20 feet toward the target. Ram attack, target takes extra damage. So I need to hit it with a ram, which is oh god, it's only got a +3 to hit. Oh, that's so much worse. Oh no. Oh no. It's a 12.
So Sea Joey comes swimming in. Oh, when you see this over the corner of your shoulder while you're like picking through rubble and things like that, this colourful seahorse swims down, and then there is this very muffled and Sea Joey is like blasted back. Can Sea Joey make a strength save, please?
Bye, Sea Joey. You
Oh.
were a lovely friend. Underwater friend. +1. 21, bitches. Get done.
CGA takes
Yes.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Sea Joey's alive.
Because I'm. How far away is the chest from the outside?
Probably around sort of 300, 400 feet.
Jesus.
Outside. Do I waste a load of spells to get this chest out?
And how? Hold on. I need to do some maths. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, it's only the middle of the day. There's still 4 hours of day left. Fly now.
100.
What?
I don't think I'll survive. How far can my octopus arms throw?
How far can your octopus arms throw? What is your octopus strength score?
+3.
+3, so 16.
Probably. Yeah, 6.
16.
Pretty good.
It
Better
is
than
good.
Arwen.
It is good. Let's just see. I know the rule on throwing weapon. So you can throw like a spear, accurately throw a spear like 120 feet, I believe. You're not going for accuracy in this instance, I presume. You're not trying to specifically hit something.
No.
So I will say make an athletics check and
Mhm.
multiply the result by your strength modifier in this instance, and that is how far you can throw it underwater.
So what I roll ×3.
Yes.
If I roll a 1, I'm gonna fucking go bananas.
It is athletics, so any modifiers. Does an octopus have proficiency in athletics?
No!
Maximum is still 12, but then add.
13 for the octopus with his +3 strength.
It's not awful.
Yeah.
39 feet. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
39 feet.
39 feet. That's crap.
That's like 10 meters underwater. That's quite far.
My arms are probably longer than that.
So you need to make another strength save when you put your tentacles on the chest.
It was quicker for me to just hold it and swim.
Yeah,
Would you like to do that instead?
I'm starting to think maybe just getting in and swimming towards it might just be the better option.
I think I might die. I'm going to try it anyway.
Are
So
you
yeah.
throwing or are you swimming?
No, I'm going to swim.
Okay. So you grab the thing and it pulses, but you wrap your octopus body around it. You take 10. That's a high roll.
Do I not have to make a save?
And if you were, as you're trying to hold on, yeah, go on then, why not? So I was going to say, as you're trying to hold on to it, So you take another 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Is the giant octopus gone?
Oh shit, it's octopus. Hold on, I've messed up. I was doing Arwen hit points.
Oh, no.
It's fine. I can do this. No, I'm fine. Okay, well,
Okay.
it's going to be funny.
What is an octopus's speed?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. So with a 60 feet, fucking hell, that's fast. So with a dash, that puts
I'm
you
a
at
giant octopus.
Yeah, with a dash, that puts you at 120 feet. Okay, so with a 13 athletics check, you get almost to the edge. You're about 40 feet away from the edge when this thing pulses once more. Can you make another strength saving throw?
Yeah.
How far is she? 40 feet.
About 30 to 40 feet.
30 to feet. Has she? Oh, is that within range of? Oh, I don't know. Never mind.
You take 37 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, this one was a high roll. And you failed the save on this one.
Hold on.
Is giant octopus gone?
Oh, giant octopus is absolutely gone. It only had 3 hit points left.
Oh, okay. Then if giant octopus is gone, then Stix, upon seeing this, starts to. Oh, fuck. I've just realized something.
What?
If this orb. No, this orb is like. This orb connects to the ground, right?
No, the orb is floating high up, about 200 feet up inside this dome.
There.
How do you feel about the orb? Was that more important than the chest? Have I messed up?
No, I've just realized that Stix is because he no longer has Elvis. When he's summoned, fucking seahorse Stix technically fell to the ground.
Well, it takes 10 minutes to do the spell, so
No.
Stix will allow it to do the spell. It's not an action.
Okay, so Stix is looking up, thinking, "Fuck, I hope they're okay." Can Piper? Okay.
The mouse.
Can Piper the mouse? Can Stix knock him out of it? Because clearly this isn't going anywhere or doing anything. Can Stix just like hold him up and drop him?
Yeah. So, Stix, you look around and you're like trying to look around for Piper, and you cast your eyes over on Hugo, who is your sort of.
Why are you looking at Hugo?
Hugo has eaten Piper, hasn't he?
He's my good boy.
You can just see a
Oh.
little tail like wiggling out of the corner of his mouth. He just looks at you and says,
Okay, I'm going to, in the gentlest way possible, because I'm aware that if he takes any damage, Hugo's head's going to explode.
AJ, you killed my boy. You die.
So Stix is going to look at Hugo and be like, "Hey, Hugo, that is not." I can think of Stix as having the same reaction as I am. He's just laughing his fucking ass off. Yes, so Stix is going to look at Hugo and say, Hugo, spit it out. Spit him out. That's not a mouse. Spit him out.
Hugo just goes, "Meh,"
Yeah.
and a very soggy mouse falls to the floor.
Yeah, a very soggy mouse, and then I'm gonna like pick him up by his tail, which is the only like non-soggy bit. And then while he's all soggy, I'm just gonna drop him, and he lands on his head. He takes
Yeah.
1 damage.
He takes 1 damage. And
Piper appears, not happy at all, because he is aware he was eaten by a dragon, and he's like, I didn't like dragons. Don't tell.
Hugo is really upset.
He ate me anyway.
He's curled up in a ball and he's going
Okay,
like a sad little puppy.
we will solve that. I will say as Stix, we will solve that in a second. He didn't mean it. You problem. Look 200 feet up, seeing the fucking chaos that's going on up there. Is there anything you can do? Piper will say, yes, I can dimension door up 2 places and get to people. And Stix is going to go, aha, dimension door, you say. Well, if you take this, throw onto him the cloak of the mountebank, use that to dimension door, and then you dimension door back with Arwen. If she's in trouble. Plan.
so, in the meantime, Arwen, you have suddenly emerged underwater as yourself, having... An octopus can't breathe underwater, it can only hold its breath, correct?
Yes, I hold his breath for an hour.
Or is that on land?
Yeah, but I think that's on land. And water breathing, the octopus can breathe only underwater.
Okay, so the octopus
So
can
it
breathe
can
underwater,
breathe.
so you have a full capacity of air, but you are now holding your breath.
Okay, but it's only I mean, what's our swim speed?
Your swim
As a
speed is half your
person.
movement speed.
So it'll only take 2 actions. Oh no, I can dash. I just swim.
Okay. So you grab the chest
It's only 40 feet away.
and you just try and swim your way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask the dolphins to kind of team nuzzle it?
Are you grabbing the chest, or the dolphins? You getting the dolphins to push it?
I want the dolphins to team nuzzle it.
Okay. So the first dolphin comes in, and
No, as a team.
Okay, so all the dolphins come in, and this pulse wave goes off. Can every dolphin make a strength saving throw?
But can they not team nuzzle it?
They can, but it would mean all of them being there at the same time. If you were to insist on them all being there at the same time, then they all have to make the saving throw.
Isn't it always going to pulse? Does it not always pulse?
It's not like every quote-unquote round. There was a bit of time that allowed you to get a certain distance.
Oh. So there's like a cool-off time.
It's not like immediate. It's not every time it's touched, which is why you were able to do it and then swim with it a bit before it did it again.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. Sorry. Yeah, 1 at a time then. Sorry.
Okay, so the first one goes in and triggers what you now realize is crap on it. It takes... Well, it can make a strength saving throw, but it will take half damage anyway. 10. What's dolphin's strength?
Is +2. 16.
Okay, so it takes 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Okay, so the first dolphin
I
disappears,
got
but
7
the next ones come in and quickly, 1 at a time, sort of giving it a punk as they go past. It sort of tumbles end over end until it reaches the end of your watery orb. And in the meantime, you are able to swim your way out should you wish.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Klari and Stix and Piper, you see a very wet and bedraggled Arwen just stumble her way out of this orb. You find yourself
It's not like
standing there
blank
dripping, and there is this, as you drip, there is this weird, almost like magnetic effect where the drops, as they fall off, fall and are pulled back. Where they land on the ground, they are pulled back towards the orb,
Almost like
joining with
like-
the water once more.
Can Cliff jump when he sees that? Can he jump and see if like it pulls him up too?
Yeah, you jump, and it seems to have no effect upon you.
Game.
I would like to quickly just look around, realize Hugo is crying, and ask which one of you did this to him. My
Okay.
sweet, sweet boy. My love.
Piper will step up and say, I think it is only fair we tell the truth. Stix called him a name.
At this point, Hugo is telling me everything.
Okay. I will be an honorable man. I was a mouse and he ate me, so I said I didn't like dragons, and obviously I was wrong, because this is a wonderful dragon who just happened to see me as dinner.
He is a good boy.
He is a good boy, except for just now when he ate me.
It wasn't you, you were a mouse.
Yes, but feel like some ground should have been laid out there by you. So really, I'm blaming you. But you know what? I'm over it. I am willing to be the bigger man, he says as he transforms into a slightly taller version of himself. And we can carry on. I apologize, young Hugo. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. And I'll produce for him a gold piece. As I bow very, very deeply towards him.
Hugo is very excited about his new collection.
Excellent. He may take his gold piece, and then Piper will tap his face and say, "Give me my coat." Takes it. And says, "Okay, so you have used your elk to be that." And we look 200 feet up, and Steve Joey is just
Chill.
Doing loops. Chasing
and
fidgets.
you your wild shapings to become an octopus. So what do we do for the rest of the day? Are we walking?
We have this awesome chest to look at.
Aha! Excellent chest.
Thanks. I grew it myself.
Incredible. I only just got that. Chest. You stop saying the word chest. Can we open it? There's a lock on it?
There is a lock that you can clearly see now. It is one of these ones that is covered by a small plate that you push to the side, which was why CJ missed it.
Does Klari have disarming tools as well as
Just the
picking?
Klari has thieves' tools, which are the tools for disarming or unlocking things.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know it was the same.
So in this, they are multifunctional. It's just separate roles for each. If you would like to do such a thing.
yeah, just open it up. I think. Yeah, fuck it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just use the I guess the 13. Does thieves' tools count for reliable talent?
What is the wording on reliable talent? Does it say skill check? Does it say ability check?
Make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus.
Something reliable talent works on initiative.
What was the wording?
Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
I mean, if it rolls, does it roll your does it do a proficiency to initiative?
No, you're right. You have to be proficient in it.
But but she's proficient in thieves' tools.
Yes, you are proficient in thieves' tools. I will double check that one later on, but for the time being, we'll go with it. So we'll say that the first roll is a 20. So Klari gets down and very carefully, like with the tips of her fingers, manages to get her tools inside, and without touching the external casing, is able to manipulate the locking mechanism.
Nice.
And after a few short moments, there is a soft click, and the lid very slightly pops, crack. But, you can reach up and Klari throw back the lid, and inside there is a small glass jar. The contents inside seems perfectly dry, but inside you can see there is a small glass jar that has this sort of swirling, nebulous sort of crystal in it that seems to just sort of float within the jar. There is a set of very, very beautifully bright and shiny armor. Looks to be like a breastplate of some description, but it is very highly polished and shiny. As well as there is a small hand crossbow, just a collection of like 5 crossbow bolts with it, and a couple of other small red potions that look familiar to you as healing potions.
Well, I think Klari has identify.
Fancy.
She does.
Very nice.
Cleric, she gets the ability to ritually cast things. So, cast identify and see what any and all of this stuff is.
Okay. What are you casting identify on first, Klari?
The gem.
Okay. So this gem that sits floating within this glass jar is known as Matisse is a magical charger. Small bottle contains a crystalline spark of lightning. Break this bottle on a magic item that has charges, and it increases the number of charges, the maximum number of charges, and the number of charges recovered, along with the spell save DC and attack roll modifier of the item.
Forever?
Yes.
Who has items with charges?
I have my Starfall Spear. That can be increased by me finding like more Starfall metal and having Mr. Dwarf Man fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only thing I have that has charges.
Is Clary's dagger charges or
Clary's elemental dagger does not have charges. I can't remember.
is there anything else?
Clary though.
No, she doesn't. Piper has a dagger of returning, ring of spell storing, and a force sword and a deck of illusions. None of those require charges. So I'm assuming, I think it should go towards your fire staff. Because
That's okay with everybody else.
that shit is fucking cool.
Only if no one else has anything that can
No,
use it.
you go for it. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a way of increasing that as easily as it is for Stix to increase his spear or anything like that. So you go right ahead.
Awesome. I will pick that up, and yeah, everyone else can fight to the death for everything else.
Cool.
Also, side note, when Clary opened up the chest without anything exploding, Hugo gave her a little well done nuzzle and then walked away.
That is adorable. This is the room.
I know.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Oh no! Tell her where she comes from.
That's why I've been acting as Clary for a while. So yeah, cool. Then there was, because she can ritually cast these. I kind of figured that. I mean, could we? Question: Are we realistically doing any more travel today, or do we just want to call today a loss and then pick it up tomorrow?
I mean, we might do a tiny bit of just walking,
Yeah.
but like an hour of walking maybe. But other than that, like not like hard,
Yeah. That's fair.
unless you want to stay around all these wet orbs. But I'm just worried
Well, I was
someone might explode them and
say,
we will
as
die.
Piper, he could make the mansion because the door to that is invisible to anyone he doesn't want it to be visible for, and we can just chill out for the rest of the day and then pick this back up tomorrow with all charges and everything recharged and happy.
Yeah, I forgot. So nothing can come through the mansion, can it?
Not
Oh yeah, then that's fine.
because we're not under any like extreme time pressure as far as we're aware. The only time pressure we're under is at home. We know in 6 months that Balsam requires an answer.
Yeah.
Or was it 6 months or was it?
That 6 months has elapsed at this point. It
Yes,
is
and
at the culmination of that 6 months that you guys reconvened.
yes. And apparently both he wanted an answer for his join me or perish.
Yeah, basically join me or we're at war plan, basically. And it was pretty clear that the council's plan was going to war. Because
So yeah,
Good.
we're not really time pressure.
also, rogues, I don't believe, can ritual cast as arcane tricksters.
No, but because she is level 1 cleric.
Ah, she is a level 1 cleric. You are correct, sir. I had forgotten that particular factor. Yes,
So
she can ritual cast identify.
yeah, so yeah. I mean, do you want Piper to pull up the mansion and we just do this in the mansion?
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
While she's doing that, Piper spends the 10 minutes creating the
Okay.
pavilion. And then for the rest of the stuff, we go inside the pavilion. My peeps come with sandwiches, and we gather around the fire in amongst all the pillows and the buffets and everything, and we do the rest. So there was how many health potions were there? There was two.
Two
Who wants to
basically
pick?
healing potions.
Sorry. Stix already has healing word, so he's good on bonus action healing. So does Paper. So do you and Klari want to take a health potion each?
Clary is a bit squishier,
That is true.
so I was gonna say
It's like a boss.
Klari
Oh,
is,
yeah, also-
is
Right.
the only one without the ability to heal. Once you will actually, with the first level cleric, you can probably heal now as well. So you can probably all heal. So
Yeah. Yeah, let's give him to Klari because she's only got healing word.
yeah,
And
that's all.
I'm
And
sure.
she's up front, and I know she can dodge and everything, but you know,
Yeah. It's better.
just in case.
So now she has 3 potions of healing. Cool.
Nice.
Then there was the armor. Is there anything identifiable on that?
yeah, Klari casts identify on the armor. It has a minor enchantment. Basically, this is armor of gleaming. It will never be dirty. This is, it is a very nice. It is like inlaid with this like carved C scale pattern. It's very clearly stick. You can almost tell that this is almost to the level of being non-functional. It would still function, but it is very much a thinner, lighter breastplate than you would ordinarily expect to be ornamental or ceremonial. The person wearing this would be unlikely to expect to see combat. You expect as a warrior yourself, but this in a pinch could serve as functional armor. So this could be worn and work as a functional breastplate. Say it has this very nice, elegant fish scale pattern upon it. But yes, it'll never be dirty. So covered in blood, mud, gore, whatever you can throw at it, it'll slide right off or just be absorbed.
Does anyone particularly want this? Because Piper's looking
No.
at it like, never be dirty, eh? I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, Arwen does not want this at all.
Cool, because Piper had studded leather, which means that his AC stays exactly the same, because studded leather is 14 plus 2, and it doesn't. Breastplate doesn't give disadvantage on stealth checks, does it?
I don't believe so, and I am just double checking the statistics of the breastplate. Breastplate 14 plus dex, no disadvantage on stealth.
Cool. So yeah, Piper's gonna wear that. And he seems very, very happy about it. You can see that he like pulls back one of the curtains, and there's like a big like oval mirror. And he's just sort of checking himself out with this like jacket in this new thing. He's very, very happy. Play of Glee. Man. Fantastic. I'm very, very happy. Piper's just got all the flashy shit. He's got a sword that looks like a lightsaber. He's got armor that can never be dirty. Oh, he's got a coat that can change colors.
He's the exact opposite of Klari, who is subtle and stealthy and invisible in the shadows. And Piper is the glowing beacon that walks forth.
God.
I like to think, like, not long ago in High Rollers, there was that bit where they were they're in a massive city, and Lucius just got his own like glamour weave stuff, and he to get them all through the city, he made his clothes look like giant arrows, and like big arrows like all over his clothes, so that he could help direct the group. I love that visual in my mind, and yeah, Piper is definitely very like looking fine. That's kind of what the swords bards are all about. Like they use swords and like like juggling and shit, but they don't actually expect to use them before they an adventure and end up actually using them. So it kind of suits his whole gimmick. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else.
There was a crossbow with crossbow bolts.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
crossbow
yeah.
with 5 bolts. The crossbow is a mundane crossbow. The only mildly interesting feature about it is that basically like the tiniest little like buttstock on it has basically like a catch on it that you can open it up and like basically store the bolts inside it.
Um, are the bolts interesting at all?
No,
Or
the bolts themselves are also mundane.
it's just a basic crossbow with a little bolt holder.
Yeah.
Well, Stix has a heavy crossbow, and Piper can throw a Razor Frost. So I don't know if anyone else wants it, but
I don't.
cool. Piper throws it at one of his people.
Minions?
Outside, please. We don't have to crash. Actually, no, don't throw it outside yet, because that could, reveal to people like, oh, there's a crossbow on the ground. What's going on around here? No. Put it near the door. We'll take it out later. We'll take it out with the trash. Cool. Okay. Well, that's very productive. Nice.
Okay.
Are we having a nice long rest?
Yeah. I guess take a nice long rest. Piper will be performing just doing performances downstairs, practicing his guitar or mandolin.
Yeah, you have a few hours really before you feel like you would need to take a long rest. Arwen, you probably feel a little bit tired, having been a bit battered by all these pulse waves in the water, having been the one actually physically flying. You're probably the most tired out of everyone. But the rest of you are feeling, pretty spry. You've got a few hours to kill before you feel like a long rest is due. What would everyone be doing for this time?
Arwen is resting.
Stix would like to go downstairs into the big training bit and just sort of train for a few hours on the like the dummies and stuff that Piper set up down there, and the obstacle course he will give a very quick go at. Probably won't do that well, but he'll give it a quick go.
The cool.
Yeah, it's got like this whole
Oh yeah, like the Raven one. I remember now.
yeah, whole obstacle thing down there.
Yeah, roll an athletics check for me.
Oh shit, I regret. I regret nothing.
Yeah, Piper set up this course. It would be difficult for Piper. Stix is a trained warrior. This is easy. Getting through it and you're like, where is level 2?
Yeah, and Piper sort of said like, well, you're meant to be doing acrobatic shit all the way through it. You're meant to be for example, you missed doing a flip there, and you're meant to do that bit juggling knives for a start. Obviously, it's going to be easy for you if you're not juggling knives. Fucking idiot. I think that's. I imagine.
So he's just critiquing.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much critiquing. And then they start speaking, and then if anyone was to come in a couple of hours later, there's now the first verse of the song ballad, The Tale of Sir Humpty, in musical form.
That would be a lot.
Yeah. That is high.
I thought you'd started a rap battle or something.
Can you imagine? Stix would have his ass handed to him. I'm not saying that Stix could play his little pan flute.
Yeah, why can't we all play a pan flute? Why is that a thing?
To be fair, in a world where you don't have shit like YouTube, TikTok, and Dungeons and Dragons, you gotta fill your time up. Hence the pan flute. Fucking easiest thing to figure out. But yeah, I imagine that's probably what they'll do, and I will ask Chantel later and see if she says anything, but I'm assuming she's just gonna read. Klari is gonna read a little bit.
Okay.
Great
Arwen.
Sleeping.
Nothing at all?
No, I will sleep because I was the one doing the exercise.
Yeah. I mean, you're
And
physically
also
tired. You
how
don't
you
need
go.
like sleep just yet. You have some time to kill.
Kill. Death. Murder. No, I will bond with Hugo,
Okay.
doing cute things. And it's adorable.
Okay. You still have your spark as well. You can use it.
A spa.
The gem to put on your.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Is that like a thing that will take a while?
No, you just have to actually commit to doing it because it
Oh,
requires
get it, yeah.
to break the bottle over the magic item.
Oh shit! Can you imagine if I miss?
Well, you said
That
that
would
now.
be-
Now I want to let you roll for it.
Like you accidentally knock it off the table.
The floor is now the floor now has 2 extra charges of floor. Yes, this floor is made out of floor.
The floor can floor exceptionally well.
Is this something Arwen would do on her own, like together with people?
Probably just like in the living room area. If someone's there, someone's there. If they're not, they're not.
Okay. So
I mean, it's not like a ceremonial bestowing of the glitter ball.
so you sit down with take out your fire staff, and you take this small bottle. It's like one of these circular flasks with a straight neck. It's got a waxed over cork with it, and you take it by the neck and you lift up, and the crystal within inside begins to sort of crackle and spark with lightning energy as you bring it down. It shatters over you. The rest of you would hear this shatter of glass, and then there is almost this. There's like a sound like thunder, and as lightning sparks over your staff. In places you can see it gets little chars and burns across it, and there's little lightning bolts streak through it, and then it begins to go hot in your hands. You can feel it, not too hot, almost too hot to hold, but you hold on to it, and this big gout of flame shoots out the top of it before it calms down. And the number of charges within your staff has increased by 2.
From just over there, you start hearing beep, 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 beep. Don't worry, sorry. Oh, damn.
This piper's tent. Do you think you're meant to put in smoke alarms?
No, but his minions did. They were like, this man.
That's a good
Christ.
You see a load of people like not fanning at the thing, doing front flips in front of it, kicking out their legs to try and fan it.
Hugo's trying to blow it out, and he's just accidentally like spitting acid, and he's like, oh.
He spits acid and breaks it.
He's trying to help.
So, the Startle Fire. The regular Startle Fire has 10 charges. And regains 1d6 plus 4 start charges daily at dawn. Your staff now has, your staff now has 12 charges and regains 1d6 plus 6 charges.
Nice.
So that it more consistently regains the charges. Also, the regular staff uses your spell save DC. Any spells you cast through the staff have an increased DC of 1.
I like it.
Have use your spell save DC +1. Was that?
Yes.
+1, +1, +1, +1. Thank you. How exciting.
Sorry?
So excited.
And in the absence of anything else, or you can pick up anything that Klari would like to do before the long rest next time, if she's not back yet. I think we're a good place to call the session there.
Awesome. Well, there we go. We have now learned that we are easily distracted.
What?
I think. Go.
Yes.
No.
Easily distracted and 1 day's travel under your belt in the ethereal plane, which is not an easy place to navigate. But next time, you guys can pick things up with a bit more experience and a bit of time to refine your travel methods. Be good to see how you navigate from here on out.